Please be seated and make yourselves comfortable. Invite Karina and our kiddos to come forward at this time.
You did fall, but you're fine, aren't you? Yes. Pardon me. I've been instructed. Is that better? So I'm going to read us a story today. It'll be a little lengthier than usual today, but I assure you it's a good story and it's worth our time. And you all can see the pictures too, okay? This story is called Maybe Something Beautiful: How Art Transformed a Neighborhood. Before I start, I chose this book because our Lenten devotional for this week is I Can Share Love and Beauty. And of course, that's for all of us, right? All right. So in the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Do you see all of her pictures? Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. And do you see the town outside? It's kind of dark and gloomy and brown and gray. And the people in this picture, are their heads up like they're happy, or are they kind of down? Yeah, they're kind of down. And I'll have this out so anyone can take a peek later. It really is a lovely illustrated book. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with sparkling eyes. And these are pictures of these things. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall that was hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. Oh, look, it turns this way. Then, just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. Who are you? Mira asked. I am an artist, he said, a muralist. I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him, and he handed Mira a brush. Then come on. Mira dipped it in the loudest color she saw. Yowee! The wall lit up like sunshine. And surely you can see how bright that was. I know, I love that. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon Mr. Sachs joined in. Then came others. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party. It seemed like everyone's head is up now. Everyone is smiling. It became, exactly. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party until the policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put her brush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat and then paused. May I paint with you? So Mira handed him a paintbrush, and the music started again. Teachers and papas jumped in, babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Color spread throughout the streets, and so did joy. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed like the string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. When their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. You, my friends, are all artists. The world is your canvas. He smiled wide and then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird, way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. And do you see, look, that's not even on the wall. She's painting it right in the sky, and it looks like it's just flying out into the rest of the world, where it's still gray. Do you know why I picked this book for us today? You do? Abigail knows. Do all of you know? So I picked this book because it reminds me that each of us is an artist for God. We don't have to be talented or skillful with a paintbrush. We don't have to be an artist of any kind, literally. But what God has put inside us is beautiful, and it's just for the purpose of sharing with everyone else. Thank you very much. You're sharing beauty right now by making me feel good. You see, of course I like your new sweatshirt. Look at, we're doing it right now. I love your jacket too. Oh my gosh. There is. Will you remember one more thing for me? So first, there's something beautiful in every single one of us that we're supposed to share with everyone. And that means, number 2, that everyone we meet also has something beautiful that God put there to share with the world. So you bring that with you this week, and we'll talk about it more in class, okay? Okay, thank you.